You'll have to excuse me for being fashionably late on this one. I intended to do this last night, but I came home sick from work yesterday, and it just wasn't happening. There was just no way. But hey, better late than never, right? Dream win 81 to 54 over the Phoenix Mercury. Let's talk about the game. After the Dream lost two straight to Washington and having Rhyne Howard completely shut out last time, Atlanta is looking to prove something. They're looking for the first taste of the Western Conference to reverse that trend. The Mercury, meanwhile, are making their own first trip out east. Phoenix is still without Brittany Griner, still wrongfully detained in Russia. We're all still pulling for her and hoping she makes it home safely and soon. Phoenix wearing their black alternates and Atlanta wearing their reds. Yet another all-color matchup, which I don't really care for all that much, but, well, what can you do? Everyone can tell red from black, right? It just reeks of the NFL color rush, which I always thought was one of the lamest thing in all of sports uniform history, but that's just me. What really matters is how they play on the court. Monique Billings is back after missing the last 3 games to COVID protocol, 3 games that the Dream, of course, lost. After Cheyenne Parker opens up the scoring with 2 for Atlanta, Tina Charles gets fouled right underneath the net. Look, she's an 11-year vet and she's a future Hall of Famer. You're never going to stop her in the paint. Just take the 2 points because she's probably going to make you pay for it at the free throw line anyway. And make them pay, she absolutely did. She sunk both of them. Christy Wallace was pretty aggressive in the paint herself, drawing a foul and still managing to fight her way to the rim. Cheyenne Parker had 8 points halfway through the first quarter. No points for Rhyne Howard at this point in the game, but she was being guarded by Diana Taurasi roughly half the time, so no wonder, right? Ari McDonald comes off the bench and immediately just breezes past Skylar Diggins-Smith and gets the 2. 6 minutes into the first, and Rhyne Howard finally breaks her scoreless streak. It's an absolute relief, and the fans are making a lot of noise. They really appreciate what she's doing. You just love to see it. Howard looks like she's going to get another 2, but she gets double covered, so she just lobs the crap out of it to Ari McDonald halfway across the court. She's wide open, way outside of the arc, nails a 3-pointer. Up by 11, Dream fans are loud, they're proud. It's like the Dream of old again. Defensively, the Dream are really frustrating the Mercury, making them commit a shot clock violation. Phoenix gets a little bit of energy late, but they still trail 15-27 after 1. Wheeler and Wallace are kind of running things at this point. Phoenix never had the lead in the first quarter, but we all know how these seconds and third quarters have been for Atlanta lately. Not exactly a sign of things to come for this game, fortunately. There was a jump ball early in the second, Ari McDonald versus Tina Charles. Ari didn't even attempt it, and I can't really say I blame her, but at least we got a good laugh out of it, right? Halfway through the second, Atlanta leads 36-19. Wallace and Wheeler are dominating, and not just individually, but they're really feeding off of each other, making plays off of each other. Phoenix trying to make a game of it, and they're doing good things, but Atlanta's defense is just cutting them off at every single point. Tina Charles commits her 3rd foul 7 minutes into the second, another testament to how much Atlanta's dominance is really frustrating Phoenix. It's 50-23 at the half, and Rhyne Howard isn't even in the top 4 in scoring. She's scoring, but she's not, in the top 4. She's not the center of attention, which up until now has been cause for concern, but instead, I think it just speaks to Atlanta's depth and their team play. This isn't just Rhyne Howard and 9 of her closest friends, you know what I mean? It's still cool to see that she hasn't lost her step, though. She gets Atlanta's first 5 points of the third quarter. Atlanta goes over the foul limit later in that quarter, and Phoenix is definitely using it to their advantage. They're slowly chipping away at the Dream's huge lead, but Atlanta is making up for it. Christy Wallace, of course, doing most of the damage. Rhyne Howard putting in work defensively, blocking a lot of shots. It's 61-37 after 3. I didn't even take any notes for the fourth quarter. The Dream just controlled everything. The final score was 81-54. Rhyne Howard got some really good shots in, including some huge 3-pointers, but this was all Wallace, Parker, and Wheeler. You talk about a great 6-man tag team, or trios, depending on which wrestling company you prefer. Ari McDonald provides depth scoring off of the bench, and it's just a fantastic time all around. I mean, really, there's really nothing more I can say. This was just a Wallace, Parker, and Wheeler show. We'll see if the Wallace, Parker, Wheeler show continues on Wednesday, which is when the next game is, versus the 2-7 Minnesota Lynx. And fortunately, it's a rare game day, not when I'm working, so I can probably get the reaction up in a much, much more timely manner. I'll see you then.